What if I told you that every mother turtle carries an ancient map in her mind? One that guides her to dig in the exact right spot, at the exact right time, even if she's never nested before. Picture this. Under the cover of darkness, a sea turtle emerges from the ocean. She hasn't been on land since she herself hatched here decades ago. Yet something pulls her forward, an invisible force, a deep knowing. She scans the beach, tests the sand, and begins to dig. Not just anywhere, but in one specific place. How does she know? It's not memory, it's something far more powerful. This isn't just about digging a hole. It's about one of nature's most precise rituals, a behavior encoded over millions of years. And what scientists are discovering is that turtles don't just pick a spot at random. They're reading the land like a language. So let's dig into the mystery. For a turtle, nesting isn't a casual decision. It's a high-stakes mission. The wrong location could mean her eggs bake in the sun, get washed away by tides, or become easy prey. That's why the first step isn't digging, it's reconnaissance. A female turtle will often crawl well beyond the high tide line, pausing frequently, pressing her body into the sand. She's not resting, she's sensing. Through her plastron, the underside of her shell, she detects temperature, moisture, and even the compactness of the soil. She's searching for the Goldilocks zone, not too wet, not too dry, not too hard, not too soft. But there's more. She's also reading slopes, avoiding vegetation, and instinctively steering clear of areas with too much light or human activity. It's a multisensory background check, all happening without a single lesson. Once she finds the right location, the real work begins. The digging itself is a two-part process, almost like a carefully choreographed dance. First, she uses her front flippers or legs, depending on whether she's a sea or land turtle, to clear a wide area, sweeping away debris and loose sand. This is her body pit. It gives her space to settle in and begin the main event, the egg chamber. Now, watch closely. For the egg chamber, she switches to her back limbs. These become her precision tools. Alternating between her right and left hind feet, she carves out a narrow, flask-shaped hole. The movement is rhythmic, almost meditative. She's not just scooping sand, she's packing the sides, shaping the walls, creating a microclimate that will protect her eggs. If the sand collapses, she starts over. If she hits a rock or root, she might abandon the spot entirely. Perfection is non-negotiable. When the chamber is just deep enough, often exactly as deep as her hind leg can reach, she enters a trance-like state. Her breathing slows, her body stills, and then one by one she begins laying her eggs. They drop softly into the chamber, each cushioned by a flexible shell to prevent breaking. This is the most vulnerable moment. She's fully focused, deaf to the world around her. After the last egg is laid, the real magic of concealment begins. She doesn't just push sand back in, she performs a kind of misdirection. First, she uses her back legs to gently fill the egg chamber, carefully packing the sand to avoid leaving an obvious depression. Then, she starts sweeping sand with her front limbs, scattering it widely, disguising the nest with what looks like natural, wind-blown texture. Some species even throw sand behind them in wide arcs or perform false nests nearby to confuse predators. It's a brilliant, instinctive act of security. Finally, she tamps down the whole area with her plastron, pressing firmly as if sealing a letter. Then, without looking back, she begins her slow return to the sea or her home territory. Her work is done. She may never see this place again, and she'll never meet her hatchlings. But the story doesn't end there. Because buried in that nest is another layer of instinct waiting to awaken. The eggs themselves hold a secret. Their sex isn't determined by genetics alone, but by the temperature of the sand around them. Cooler sand produces males. Warmer sand, females. So the mother's choice of location doesn't just affect survival, it shapes the very future of her lineage. And when those eggs hatch weeks or months later, the newborns will perform their own miracle. With no parent to guide them, they'll dig upward as a team, emerge under the cover of night, and scramble toward the brightest horizon, which on a natural beach is the moonlit sea. Another perfect instinct, another generation secured. What's breathtaking is that none of this is taught. It's inherited, a timeless script passed from mother to egg, written not in words but in behavior. A turtle doesn't wonder where to dig, she just knows. And in that knowing, she upholds a cycle that has continued since the age of dinosaurs. What other animal instincts amaze you? Share your favorite in the comments. I might just read your mind and turn it into the next video. And if you want to keep decoding the secret lives of pets and wildlife, hit subscribe and join the Pet Mind Reader family.